You have a dream and you're fighting for it, and you're around someone that doesn't, all they're going to do is distract you. They have nothing to talk to you about. What are they going to talk to you about that's going to help your dream? All they will do is talk to you about things that will distract you because they have nothing to talk about that they're fighting for. So you have to have a collective of people that are dreaming and fighting for a war, or else they're going to distract you from the war. You have a dream and you're fighting for
I
it.
want to start off by giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash, the Anasai apostles who are elders who rule well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring true sincerity. This is Rob Amap at the Nebraska campus, GMS Any Push to the Mark. I wanted to go over a quick little lesson going over beware of the company you keep. And this is not in reference to, um, like a core thrice strong, like the brotherhood, but it is in connection to it. Okay. What I mean is you have to have some type of control over the people that are not conducive to your walk. Because you will, have family, friends, things of that nature, relatives, people that may be around that you can't even get rid of if you wanted to, especially your women, and you have to be able to thwart those distracting advances that they try to push on you. And as you see in post production, I have a video of Dame Dash, explaining a reference to it, which sparked this conversation and sparked this epistle. So I do want to get a precept in reference to that. Okay. So I can, come on, man. So in Second Corinthians, like here, 6:14, it says, "Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?" Okay. Um, and it says, "Don't team up with those who are unbelievers. How can unrighteousness be a partner with wickedness? How can light live with darkness?" Okay. And even you go into if I remember this about Shah, had a precept lined up, but going into so once you go into Sirach, once again in chapter 13, verse 15, it says, every beast loveth his like. Okay, that's the context right there. Every beast, or you could replace that beast with ourselves. We're not saying that we're actual beasts or brute beasts. It's not a connotation to that. What I'm saying is that is every person is going a dove of birds of a feather flock together. Okay, simple and plain. You got to have some type of agreement if you're teaming up with somebody. Okay, and that's why I referenced that women are the main versions of that type of place where you're in league with somebody and you're not in agreement with them to 100%, because the main thing you have is your kids, or maybe physical encounters and things like that. And that's the reason why you know you choose to engage with that person, and it has nothing to do with the gospel. All right. But outside of that, it goes into it says Sirach 15:13, it says, "Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like." Okay, so let's get that word cleave real quick. Going into the etymology for cleave. It says to split, part, divide. See here. It's not giving me the. Jeez, come on. Cleave. There we go. The second version means to adhere, cling, to stick fast, adhere. To stick. Like you'll have Jake that'll be in the truth, but they always running underneath the woman, or you're running to go out and to hang out, and you may have a cousin or a friend in the world that's willing to hang out and do things with you, and so you're always running to like, not saying, oh my God, I gotta go. It's like that's your thrill, you know what I'm saying? Instead of you know um, staying in order, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that outside forces can influence you and or distract you from where the Most High, the path the Most High sent you on. Okay, and that's a very important thing, and it's a game changer to the rate of efficiency that you would have towards within this gospel, because you know it can be distracting. You know, it can mess up your initiative, your instincts, your awareness, so on and so forth. Okay, so in Sirach 27 and 12 it says, "Thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding." See, so like I said, it is connected with you know uh, loving thy brother, being amongst your brotherhood, honor the brotherhood, and things like that. But the main point I want to get across is when you're around these people that are adverse to your walk, you can't just be adhering to their ways, or even they can distract you and make you feel like you're missing out. Dang, I ain't going out enough, I ain't have fun. They're having fun, or you start mistaking what fun is. You start mistaking what the point and the key to life is, because they're not living under the same yoke that we're under. That's why it says, be not unequally yoked, which means, when you go unequally yoked, it's like more of a contract, an agreement. You're teaming up with them. Hey, let's have a party together. Hey, let's go out together. You're teaming up with them. Okay? You're not supposed to team up with these people, when you're amongst the industry. You observe the time okay, you might have a relative, that he's cool, he respects you being in his gospel, or a friend, same thing. And when you get around them, you just get around them for that little moment, and then, you get up out of there. Me personally, if I can't hop up and say, all right, y'all, I'm out, then I'm not going. I'm not catching a ride with nobody. I'm not going nowhere far. I'm not, if I go somewhere far, one time I went to, like a college homecoming event, because I used to go to the college. A couple buddies of mine, yeah, I'm going. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna link up with y'all, but I'm not getting a hotel with y'all. I'm not, we're not all sharing flights and getting tickets and all that. We'll do things together, but it's on my account, to where at any point within that situation, I can say, all right, I'm gonna catch y'all later. That's how you're able to, you can observe the time and not be around them. And then there's another aspect to where you're living with them as long term. You shouldn't be making business plans, but if you are, then it needs to stay exactly right there. And that's it. You know, Co-workers, for example, shit, we all got to deal with co-workers. That's pretty much treat all these people like co-workers, and whatever reason why you're dealing with them is that's the business. If you're with a woman for what men and women do, as well as raising children, then that's what it is. Outside of that, there is no meeting or rounds, because we're not going to meet there. That's how you can deal with a woman that is not into the Bible, but she'd be pleased to dwell with you. That's why we say it's better to have a woman that don't know the truth than to be in it, because they're not going to try to persuade you with the half and half nature they have. Okay? Now you go into 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and 51, it says, "But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee." That's where you put a lot of the energy in. That's where you put a lot of the aspirations, dreams, and goals, and intentions too. That's who you share things with. that's conducive. If it's not conducive to that group, then I'm not sharing. If I'm at work, I'm talking about work. All right. I'm not talking about what's going on at home. I'm not talking about where I am mentally. I'm not doing none of that. I'm sticking to the script. We're talking about work. Hey, man, if you do this and I do that, we can get the job done faster. That's it. That's the only thing we talking about over here. Okay. So we're gonna go into Sirach uh, 37. It's one of my favorite books, man, because if you need to learn how to operate, man, this is a good book. To help us walk, and make not make bad decisions, man, because we're fighting against the wiles of the devil, and he's attacking our flesh and trying to inspire us to pretty much deviate from the will of the Heavenly Father. Okay, so in Sirach 37:10 it says, "Consult not with one that suspecteth thee, and hide thy counsel from such as envy thee. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous, neither with a coward in matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness." As you see, is a lot of things that are opposite, a lot of things that are intention, an attention difference, meaning, okay, this person just want to hang out, have fun, had a time of their life, and you trying to save up your money, you trying to build your credit up. This is in theory, not talking about what we're doing for real. Because we're talking about for real, I'm thinking about getting the hell up out here, salvation. I'm talking about, I need to get into these lessons, and you're wondering why, you don't come out more, I don't come out more, and go to these pool parties and come see the family on holidays and doing business ventures together, because if we all get together, we can solve these problems. No. All right? As much as it makes sense, it's of the world, and we're not going to ever agree on the same tip. Now, if it's a man of the Lord, then we can do that because we're going to be in the same league. We can both say, get up and walk away from whatever we're doing and say, man, the Lord called us to do this. Do that with a worldly person. Hey, man, the Lord called me to leave this city and go to this city, or leave me to stop messing with this job, and he told me to have faith and do this over here. Oh, man, you just going to leave all that? And then, they're not going to be in the same thing, nor they're going to dialogue or counsel you to do the same thing, to do what's in league with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? And that's why it says, these things were adverse to each other. It says, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with an hireling for a year of finishing work, nor with an idle servant of much business. Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel, but be continually with the godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So it's very important that, you first of all, you got to know what mission you're on, and I assume that all of us within this gospel know what the mission is, and it's to do the will of the Heavenly Father, teach, exhort, rebuke with all long suffering, bid to the marriage, based off what the precepts say. And outside of that, man, it shouldn't be no discussion. With inside of that, that's it. If there's anything that's not conducive to that, it shouldn't be entertained. It should be minute. It's something that is a paper plate, that's the type of thing. But people in the world don't know how to differentiate what's priority and what's not. When it becomes us in this gospel, nor do they know how to empathize or have the intuition or instinct to say prudently, hey, man, you shouldn't do that. That's not the will of the Father. That's not going to come out. Okay? You tell a woman, hey, man, let's go, and get away for a couple months, or let's move out of town into this area so it could be just me, you, and the kids. They're going to be with it. They're going to have all kind of ideas. Okay? But if you say anything that's like, oh, man, I need to start getting to these scriptures more, I need to go and visit these brothers and do that, spend the money that we're saving up to go and do something for the Lord, they'll get frustrated and they'll say things, well, why we can't do it like this, or we can't, it'll turn into that type of battle, So, we got to be amongst godly people and continue with godly people and value, honor the brotherhood, to say the least. So with that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Dash. I want to say double honors to our apostles who are elders who well. Blessings and salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truths and serving. Shalom.